Okay, so once you go to this link, just download this 3.7, because whatever system or whatever techniques we are going to use as part of this session, okay, will involve a lot of I will say bits and pieces of visualization. Okay, and the packages that we are going to use, pandas, numpy, that all, like primarily the visualization part. Visualization, we need iPlotly, and that is very interactive graphs that we use for visualization, wherein it acts like a tableau and like more advanced visualization tool. Okay, and that is only available for on 3.3 and above version. So that's why I recommend 3.7 version. But yeah, if in case you want, I there will be no reason to have this, but if in case you already have this, so this is also doable. Okay, so once you download, just need you just need to take care of one small thing, because this is where not all the people who are starting very fresh in Python uh, do a mistake. uh, just identify your system, which if you have a 64-bit system or a 32-bit system. Okay, and likewise download the uh, installation file. Okay, so this will take some time. Once you have this into your system, just click it. Okay, and go on default settings. Okay, since I already have it here, Smith, is there any issue with this? Is anyone facing the problem of speed of the audio? Okay, so fine. So I guess there's some internet fluctuation that is happening. Let me take care of that. I'll just take care of it. Okay, so what I was saying is, install 3.7 version and take care of the bit. If you have a 64-bit system, use 64-bit, else 32-bit is will be there. Okay, and once you uh, download and install it, so you'll get an interface something like this. Okay, so let me quickly take you through the interface. This is very important, and if someone who is completely new, I'll spare 4 or 5 minutes in this, so that okay. But I guess uh, anyone else who is facing an issue with the audio, like, then we can see what is exactly happening.
It's fine for me.
So the curious student says that he cannot hear me.
Audio is working fine for me.
Okay, fine, and sure, like, thanks. So anyone else who is having an issue with the audio? Okay, fine. So let's go ahead, guys. Yeah, so I was into the installation thing, which is very important to drive the entire session smoothly. Now, once you download the file, and I'll request everybody who are there in the session, start downloading the file. Use the link now itself, and keep it on download, so that by the time we wrap up the session, you all have downloaded file and start installing it. If in case you are facing any issues with the installation, I'll take your system on remote, and I'll help you out. Okay, so we'll make sure the thing is, like, by the time we wrap up the session today, we should have Anaconda installed in every system. Okay, now second thing is, this is the portal, and you need to understand this. What is this exactly, this interface? So Python, uh, this Anaconda is a package which has accumulated the entire data science industry and development industry, basically. Okay, so the uniqueness that it brings is this Jupyter. Okay, this is the Jupyter notebook that we extensively use in the industry. Okay, then you have JupyterLab. Okay, I'll just explain like things which is important. Okay, Then you have JupyterLab. This acts as a exactly as a Jupyter, which is a notebook system. We'll come to that. This is a notebook system, and this is a accumulative productionalized version. If you want to productionalize the model, productionalize the business analytics use cases, you can use this. Okay. Then you have this Glueviz, which is used for visualization. Okay. Then you scroll down. Then you have Rstudio. I guess people here must have heard about Rstudio. So Rstudio earlier was a separate application. Since it's an open source, it, it is now coming as a part of Rstudio, like Anaconda. Okay, so you can use Rstudio in this same interface. That is the flexibility it brings. Okay, so then the third one is fourth one actually. If you are very well versed with R, okay, if you are very well versed with R and you want to explore Python, so you have R-like version of Python that is called Spyder. Okay, if you don't want to learn new interface of notebook, IPython notebook, that is Jupyter, then you can any day switch to Jupyter, which is completely like R. Okay, I'll just show you. This is my Rstudio. Okay, wherein we code. Here you have the same version of Rstudio for Python. But primarily for our purpose, we'll be using Jupyter Notebook. Okay, because this is very easy to learn, very user friendly, very interactive, and very commonly used in industry. So you'll find every analyst working on Jupyter Notebook. Okay. Then we have environment section. That on the left you see there's home. Then we have environment. So environment is basically Python works on an environment basis. Like you have you can create your own environment which will be completely for you. Okay, and you'll have your own username, user password if you want, and no one else can use this, or that whatever you install, whatever code you write, that will be completely safe on that environment. Okay, yeah, so let it get it installed. Meantime, you can start downloading the application in your system. So I'm not sure. So the thing is, there should be some issues with your at your end with the mic or speaker, because from my end, I guess like if one people they can hear it, right? I feel.
সিওয়ান দেখলাম না
So, Debo Smith, what we'll do is like I'll after this session I'll try and fix the issues, because I just had session yesterday and it was I think it is. Let me fix it if I find something from my side. Anyways, we'll have just an introduction session today. Okay, so from tomorrow onwards, I'll try and fix it if something is from my side. Okay. Okay, it is taking time, so I'll quit it and then start again. Okay. Now I'm starting my Python. I just need to click on link on launch. Okay. So once you click on launch, so you will be, since this is a browser based application, and that is what the beauty is. The entire interface opens in a browser. So whichever default browser you have, so the Python will open in that, and you will get to see something like this, some interface like this. So this interface is basically, let me take you through it. So this interface tracks your entire system. So you have your entire system and the file system here. Okay, you see here. Okay, then you have running. This is a file. Okay, wherein if you navigate, if you go to download, so you'll get this. You can go back and forth. So we'll start with let's say documents, and then we go to online sessions. I go to online sessions, then I go to business analytics for here. uh, I can I can navigate my entire computer system using this interface. Okay, then you have running. Okay, here you get all the applications that you are running. So all the notebooks that you are running. Okay, these two things which we need to see. Then you have on the right side, you see a new button called new. Okay, so here is where you need to start. Click on new, you'll get a drop down. So if you install Python 2.7, so you'll get Python 2 here. Okay, if you install Python 3.7, you'll get Python 3 here. Okay, you need to click on this. Okay, click on new and then click on Python 3. You'll get a new window. Okay, so this is where the entire work begins. Here, this is your notebook. We call it a notebook because it acts as a notebook, and it comes with the extension IPython notebook, IPNB. Okay, the file it generates, the file this interface generate when you save it. Okay, it will be name.ipnb, IPython notebook. Okay, uh, so this is where you need to code. This is what your coding interface looks like, and we'll come to the easiness of it. Let's understand what and all it has. Okay, so as I said, Python as a language, Python is a interactive language and the third generation language. So any idea, guys, what is interactive language and what is interpretive language, procedure language? Anyone who wants to talk about it? You can put it on chat if you want. Okay. Guys, am I audible? Is there any issue with the audio?
You are audible to me.
I don't know. Like people are pinging. Anyways, I guess there are some issues with a couple of folks. Fine. So we'll fix this from tomorrow session. We'll fix this. Exactly. Yeah. High level language. Exactly. So this session, in this notebook. So as I said, here is a title. So we need to, if you want, you can rename it class 1. Okay. Uh, so this is the name of your notebook. Okay, this will be saved as it is. And if you go back to the portal where you landed first, okay, it will create your IPython notebook file, IPynb. Okay, the one which you have opened just now. So if you open one more, it will create one more file here. So it will keep on creating file here. Okay, and if you go to running now, you'll see which and all IPython notebook is running. So for you, this is running. Class 1 is running, right? So you have the full right to shut it down or keep it running. So you'll get the list of all the notebooks that is running here. Okay, we'll come to the consequences of this, how this is important, how to make use of it. We'll come to that, but I'm just making you aware of the interface now. Fine, let's get back to the notebook. In this notebook, this is where we code, and on the left side you see there's a green color. Okay, this says this is an active cell, so it works on a concept of cell. Okay, active, inactive. Okay, so at the top you have this plus button, which says you can add one more cell. You keep on pressing plus, it keeps on adding cell, and the color is blue. Blue means the cell is there but it is not active. The moment you click on this, it becomes green. Okay, and if it is green, you can type here, you can write code. Okay, so you wrote a code here. So we have written a code, and this is a Python code. I just need to print something. So there are several ways to run it. So the best visual way to run it is run. Okay, you click on run. Okay, you have given the input in in. Okay, and if you run it, you get the output there itself. Okay, you get the output, hello everyone. And see here, this is the first input you have given. It changes to in1. Okay, likewise, if you just print another thing, so again run this, it will be in2. This is the second. So this gives you a sense of monitoring, like how it is, what you are writing, which line of code you are in, and this becomes very fair in initial days to learn. Okay, now there are a lot of ways to run the code. The best in Windows is Control Enter, rather than moving your cursor again and again. It becomes difficult when you write big like number of line of codes. So it is Control Enter, and if you keep you enter this Control Enter, the input number changes, keep on changing. 2, 3, 4, okay, 5, likewise. This is more or less on writing code and running it. So you need to write code and you need to run it. Okay, so there are a lot of shortcuts, because it becomes very handy when you start typing a lot of codes. Going and adding plus again and again, it becomes difficult. So if your like cell is in active mode, that is in green, to take it to inactive mode, you just need to press escape. Okay, if you are on green, if you just press escape, it becomes blue, it becomes inactive. We use B button to add cell. Okay, this is a shortcut. You can keep on adding cell. Okay, and you can use double D button to delete the cell. Okay, so don't get confused now. Once you have once you have this application installed, you can do this hands-on. So I would suggest we can stop here now. Okay, and let's take let's concentrate on the